Alright, we're out here river trekking for the first time this year. Got our pole with us, as you can see. That might be sticking up in the camera the whole time until I figure out a way to connect that to something. So just looking to get some mileage in today and check out some fishing spots, see how the water looks, see how the water level is. It's real early in the year, so I don't know that the fish are gonna start coming up to the to our spots that we normally fish, because you have to wait for the minnows to start coming up, and the water just warmed up within the last week or so. But there are some spots that we can try. See if anything made its way up yet. And then if we see fishermen, then that'll be a good sign that there's fish. If there's fishermen. I do want to get some mileage though, so I may do my ride out first and then make the stops after. We got some high winds today, of course, as usual this time of year. Like 15, 20 mile an hour gusts. So that'll make it a little tougher. You're gonna have to take it easy for right now. Bike feels pretty smooth. Got it all ready, all lubed up. Tires aired up. Might have to actually get some tires this year. Looks like they took down a whole section over here of I don't remember what was there, if it was fencing or concrete blockades over here. But that's actually a fishing area, so be interesting to see what they do with this chunk of land over here. Got a little stream. I don't usually say where I'm at, but it'd be pretty easy for anybody who fishes the Fox to know where I'm at. I had the seat down for that little bit of off-roading I did. I may have to raise it up a little bit more. I raised it back up. Try to get it at a comfortable level. I don't really want to go too high with the seat though this year, so you can get really uncomfortable. Got a biker out here. Fortunately, I did not make any progress on my getting down to my bike weight this year. Oh, they got a crane out in the water out there. Definitely have to check that out on the way back. I wonder what they're doing right there. I wonder if they're going to put a bridge in right there. We'll have to take a look at that. I don't know if we'll be able to get to it though. They have it fenced off. So if we take it easy, we should be able to knock out about 15 miles for our first run this year. Try to take it easy. And I gotta watch out for these wind gusts so it doesn't blow my hat off. That's the main thing. So there's one of our other spots we just passed. I can hear the water coming down the dam. I think we'll take a look at them on the way back. So this might end up being like a two-part. Got a bumpy bridge coming up. If I'm going to be going for those big runs, I really need to get my weight down. I am on keto now, so hopefully that'll be kicking in pretty soon. And then I'll be able to get down to where I need to be. Where's that guy going? Just disappeared into the woods. I couldn't tell if he had a fishing pole or what. Okay. I gotta pay attention to trying to keep my speed down. My legs aren't burning at all, but I'm more worried about my conditioning. Got a little on the treadmill throughout the winter. It's not the same muscles, but it should help. Might help a lot because usually my legs are burning when I first start riding before they get stretched out. I've never been the kind of person that stretches. Pretty much, if you're just biking, your legs pretty much stretch themselves. If you're doing other kind of stuff, then I can imagine you need to do stretching. But but I've never had a problem. You see that there's some water up there. Doesn't look super high, but looks like the river could be at a pretty good depth. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit. This whole section is a slight incline. Alright, here's our bridge over the river. Let's see how high this looks. Looks, I guess it looks about average for this time of year. It doesn't look like it's super high. Maybe a little high. All right, no problem. Yeah, this is just 5 miles to here, so for some reason I was thinking it was more. I think our light just turned red. See if I can break my way up to when it turns green again. I don't think I'll be able to. Could lean on this pole right here. Well, we can go actually. No cars. Just turned yellow, so it worked out. Vern's taxiderm. The only thing that sucks about fishing this stream where I fish up here is that I have to drag my bike down a steep hill because I don't want to leave it up on the trail. Looks like they burned out all the thicket over here. They're kind of trying to make this area into a no fishing area. I guess they get tired of the people maybe leaving garbage and stuff, so they're kind of redoing it all to where it's not as fishable as it used to be. Yeah, this is all burned out. All the thicket is all burned out. They tell you not to go up this little hill right here, but we're going to climb up that, and then we're going to go on the other side of this stream right here and try our spot over there. Okay. Gotta get this part on camera. How we get down to our fishing spot. It's a little sketchy, but there are routes to get some grip on when you walk down. The weight of the bike tries to pull you down now, but I really need to bring my bike down here because I don't trust leaving it up. I don't have a lock. Plus you can pretty much take the whole bike apart without any tools. So alright, we made it. So this is our first fishing spot. It looks pretty shallow. Not really expecting anything because it's so early in the year. I don't know if the spring bite's actually even taken effect yet in the river. It's really shallow, so it's going to be really easy to get snagged in here. I do have a light jig on here. I think it's a 16th. We'll see. Got some shells here, some little clams and stuff. See if anything's coming up or coming down. I don't know what direction they actually come from when they're in here. What is that? There's like a big clump of something in there. Gotta watch out for that. Just bounced it off the wall there. Usually you see fish darting around in here if there's fish. A lot of branches in here. I don't know where they came from. There is a rock pile over here. Oh, got one. Got one. It's not a tiny one. It's got a little weight to it. Just stay on there for me. Looks like he's hooked up good. Oh man, this line. This isn't the biggest line I usually use. I think I've got a thin 8-pound on here. Got a nice little smallie already to kick it off. They always curl their tails, so you can't tell how big they are. Could be like maybe like a 9 or a 10. Probably 10. He won't uncurl his tail for me. All right. He or she, I don't know which. Big ones, usually big ones, are females. But that wasn't a big one, wasn't fat at all. So I got him back. There's a rock pile back there against that wall there. But it's pretty shallow, so it'll be pretty easy to get snagged in there. But I'll try to. He grabbed it when I was coming out. He must have been hiding in the rock pile, because he grabbed it when I was coming away from the rock pile there. I just don't want to get stuck in the rocks there, trying to keep it up. Then there's usually some little guys darting around closer to the shoreline here. I see some debris in the water. That'll make it a little harder for them to see, but I'm not getting anything out of my jig, so as long as the jig stays clean. Let's try flipping it over on top of right up where the rock pile is. Just kind of go right over the top of it. Just one medium-sized bass. I changed my angle. Let's go back to our original angle here. See if there's anything else that'll come out of that rock pile over there. No, there doesn't seem to be any little guys hanging around. I don't see him following my jig. There's a big snag area in the middle there. I'm going to try a little bit to the right of it. Try to zip it through here without getting snagged. Into the chop a little bit. See if there's anything, any fish riding the chop up here. I mean, I've gotten fish up here too, where the flat part of the stream is. It's pretty shallow, but there's some sections up there, but it's hard to get to without getting wet. I don't have my water walker shoes on right now. Just running through these ripples here. See if anything's hanging out. Got some weeds on there. I'm just sinking in the sand here. There's a little, kind of like a little beach here. Alright, so we got one smallie so far. I'm gonna continue working this rock pile here in the stream. Try to get it back a little further. Running it right where the current goes around the wall right there. Don't want to get stuck in that tree right there. I think there'd be more than one fish hanging out. If there's one, I think there'd be more. Let's try a little further down. So there was a good spot that I was hitting. There's a little slow area right there against that rock pile that I got a nice fish out of. But you can see the bottom. Probably, especially through the camera, you could see it's not very deep. Go right up against that rock wall there. No little fish chasing right now. So maybe they haven't made the little fish yet this year. Usually the one I catch are probably at least a year old though. The little teeny tiny ones. Can't really hook those because they're so small they can't eat even a little tiny jig like this. I don't know, that could be it. Just that one fish hanging out over here maybe. Usually there's at least a pair, like a mating pair. If that was the male, you could have a big female sitting in there. The female may not come out though. got one, maybe about the same size. He was going sideways there a little bit. A smaller one. Alright. Got a nice hook in the side of the mouth there. I'm just concerned that this line is going to be strong enough for if I'm going to be getting these bigger bass. I guess we'll find out. This one's even smaller. Nice colors though. I always like them colors and the smallies. Get him back in. That one was only about half the size of the other one, but that's bigger than the ones that I've been catching over here last year. There was a lot of tiny ones in here. I just got one pretty nice one that was like maybe like a 14. All right, I guess we'll keep going here. See, I'm kind of surprised, but the temperature did go up, so the water feels like it might be around the same as the air temperature, so water temperature came up. Just kind of going a little bit slow there, giving him a chance to grab it. Don't really have to do all that much. The water pretty much makes the movement for you when you're fishing like this. That tail just swirls around.